Jamaican migrant workers were sent back to the Caribbean from an Ontario farm after holding a strike in protest of their workplace conditions.
Some days you're working, some days you're not. You don't pick and choose the days you want to work. That's not the way this works.
You ever see some man face yet when them get the call from the ministry for tell them say them make it? They're on the list of persons that got through to go on the farm work. You would have swear say a God come for him world and tell them say them names and the Lamb's book of life. Happy like a lark. Them don't even know if they sit down, stand up, how to do them face. Some even cry tears of joy. To some of them, it is the moment they're waiting for to kick off the success in them life. And because them mind set the way there, it no matter the obstacle where them buck up in now, it no matter the trap where them see in front of them rather step in it before them retreat. Although they thought what slavery was, and the struggles our brothers and sisters had to go through, and the many years before we get what we call freedom. And the freedom that I'm talking about is we being released from the shackles and chain of our hands and feet, which are now lashed to some of us brain. So I'm happy that they were called to farm work. When some of us get the call, we immediately
swearing
resign
at workers
from our
over
job.
their refusal to work. A previous video posted on social media shows a row of overflowing toilets with shower curtains acting as doors.
Is one of the bunkhouses workers come home to. Another garage, this one, we're told, for 13 men. And then there's this from a neighboring farm.
The government says it is reviewing the circumstances of the workers' departure. The farm, however, has not responded to repeated interview requests.
Farm workers in Canada continue to speak out on alleged mistreatment and inhumane conditions, which they say they have been subjected to for some time.
People give up them good job for go foreign. They might get them good pay a week time where them can manage them family, take care of them bills, still have money for putting in them savings. And from them get the call, say the farmer ticket come through, them give up all of that, resign from all them job, good job. When them fly out now, reach up there, them buck up in a modern day slavery and come to the realization that them job done gone. People expect when they return, them are come with money and barrel. So because of shame face, them rather go through with the slavery. And either them come back home, them not have a job to come back to. People need to be careful of the decision that they make. There's a lot of troubles and trial people go through when them leave Jamaica on a farm work ticket. We need to stand up for our rights and don't sit in rubbish. Don't send yourself back in slavery. This time you're not forced into slavery. You did it voluntarily. A set of people leave Jamaica and go to Canada and farm work and meet up into slave masters and the slavery mentality. Decide to boycott it because they never allowed themselves to go back into slavery. The modern day slave master said to them, if you don't want to do this, you can go home. A lot of people are waiting to take your space right there in your same country, Jamaica. They chose to send a minister to go and see if what these men are saying is true. So they chose a minister to check it out. But the one that they chose is a white Jamaican. When he went up there, did his inquiry, he said nothing of the sort.
Claims of abuse have been rejected, however, by Labour Minister Carl Samuda, who said he visited farms in August and there were no evidence of mistreatment. The minister's rejection has, however, angered many, including the farmers themselves, who are calling for government assistance.
But we never expect no better from him. We are talking about slaves and slave master, slave driving, and you pick up someone in the image of the slave drivers to send to investigate.
Jamaican farm workers are speaking out about the conditions that they have to deal with on some farms in Canada. Now, the Labour Minister says he toured a number of the farms and there's no basis for the concerns.
It wasn't nice there. And you see, like on holidays, you got to work on holidays. For the same pay. Meanwhile, only you as the black workers in there and working. Meanwhile, the other people, they are not at work, and you get the same money. I don't think that was right.
When you say that sometimes you had to work Sunday to Sunday.
Sunday to Sunday.
You mean 7 days?
7 days.
With no break, no rest day?
Sometimes you get breaks until one time. I don't know what happened. But the boss, she was a woman. She take away the break time. She want to say it's her place and nobody can tell her what to do there. When we used to go, we go up in January. The time is very cold. Let me tell you what they do sometimes. You see, if the plant is not in the greenhouse, they turn off the heat. You have got to work in the cold. Sometimes we can't even feel our fingers. That was not good. And you can't complain to nobody. You have nobody to complain. It is either you do it or you don't. Let me tell you something, Diane. There is a strategy there where I don't know who tell the boss, but somebody told the boss that is, I don't want to work. 50 more Jamaicans, they will want your job. So if you don't want to do it, you get sent home and then call up another.
Now you see what is happening out there. When they give up surety for unsurety and following the myth, social media and things you see on the television, and brush off history and dump her past into a garbage pan, make it seem as if the leaders back then that were fighting in vain, or they were troublemakers. When Rosa Parks refused to get up out of a bus seat to give it to a white person, and she stood there until the policeman come take her off the bus and arrest her, you may think she's troublemaker and she never have to do it. That never necessary. When Malcolm X and the Honorable Louis Farrakhan read their file, you may think those days gone long time, man, leave it alone. You don't have to be going back into the past. It is here today, and if you allow yourself to be enslaved, then they're out there waiting to put you in slavery, or I should say to enslave you. Today is the 4th day of Black History Month, and I want you to watch this post, like, share. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now. Don't forget to go in the comment section and make a comment to let me know what the item I think.